Hello and thanks for watching this Cloud9 ERP Solutions video and subscribing to our YouTube channel. In this video, we're going to show you how you can take credit cards or tap to pay inside Acumatica using a physical terminal. So you can see at the bottom right-hand side of my screen, I have a physical terminal. It's a Lane 7000 terminal, Ingenico, I think is how you pronounce it. And it's got all the bells and whistles, the same thing you see in most major stores. And in Acumatica, what we did is we set up a processing center. And if you have an existing processing center, then you'll just modify it to include a few additional features. The first thing is you want to create a new payment method, and we'll get to that in a second. Under Preferences, you're going to check off Accept Payments from POS Terminals. And if we go to our payment methods, so here's our payment method for the point of sale. So over here, we set it up so that it ties back to it. And you can see the payment method is set up here. This is our cash account. It'll go to undeposited accounts, undeposited funds. Processing center here is linked back to our processing center. And now, under the processing center here, if we go to point of sale terminals, you will work with your rep over at Fortis. Fortis is the back end for Acumatica Payments. And they'll set up any number of terminals that you have. They'll set them up. They'll ask you for the serial numbers. And you'll click Import Terminals. That'll bring in these terminals into Acumatica. So Acumatica recognizes them. And once you've done that, you can go into your receivables, and you can do a couple of things here. You can take a payment from Payments and Applications, or you can apply a payment to an invoice, or apply a payment to a sales order. So let's go to Sales Orders. Let's look for a sales order that has a balance. And we'll take a look at this one. And so if we wanted to take a payment on this, we can click on the Payments button. We can click Create Payment. So we're going to take the full payment of this sales order. We'll switch our payment method to this AcuPOS. And notice the terminal option here. So the terminal option, whatever credit card terminal you're in, whatever lane you're in, you can choose that. And then if we hit Capture here, you can see that our terminal lit up and it's waiting for us. And we could do a couple of things. We could either use our phone, and you can see that worked. And so if we go back, you can see here in Acumatica we received the payment. If we want to look at the payment, we can go in here and open it up. And that goes with any kind of credit card payment in Acumatica. You can go to card processing and you could look and see all of the number of times that you've attempted the transaction. In this case, we only tried it once because it got approved. And so now this sales order is fully paid. There's an unbilled balance here because we haven't shipped the sales order, but it's totally paid. The other thing you could do is you can go and find an invoice. And so if we want to find an invoice, here's a big one. We'll take a widget order here. And so once again, we can click the Pay button here. We'll change our payment method. All customers can have default payment methods. So right now, our default payment method is check, but you can change that per customer. We'll change to here. We'll include the terminal that we want. We only have the one. We'll click Capture. And in this case, what we'll do is we'll insert a card. See if I can do that while holding the camera at the same time. And you can see it works pretty quick. You get the beep Take your card out. And you can see it's processing here. And once again, operation is completed. We can look at it over here.
Before I continue, only 15% of you are subscribed. Hit that subscribe button now to get notified about new videos and events.
And then lastly, what you can do is you can always come in here, enter payments. So right from here, payments. And you can take money on file. None of this should be new. If you don't know this, you're learning it now. But you can take a payment or a prepayment and just create it and not apply it to anything. Acumatica will let you do that. So if we wanted to, we can take a prepayment for the bartending school. And we could just put an amount in here. We'll just say $30. We don't have to check off any open invoices or add anything here. And we'll go over here and change the payment method. And now we can click the capture button. And once again, I'll just use my phone. And that got approved. And you can see that here as well. So that's how you can use a merchant terminal to take payments, either inserting the card into the reader or doing a tap to pay, which would normally illuminate here. If you're a Cloud9 ERP Solutions customer, you can reach out to us. We're happy to work with you on what kind of terminal you want. There's many different types of terminals you can choose from. Some of them have displays, some of them are more simple. There's also, in future videos, we'll talk about you can use your mobile device with an attachment EMV reader, but that's something that it's in the future, and we can certainly show you that as well. But thanks so much for watching this video. Hopefully you found it useful. And if you did, please click the like button. If you have any questions about this or anything else Acumatica, feel free to reach out to us. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks again, and have a great day.